Casey's Top 40.
These are the hottest hits by the hottest stars. Now on Casey's Top 40, we're up to the number 1 song in the USA, and it's from Madonna's latest album. If you get a chance to sniff that album, you'll notice it doesn't smell like vinyl and cardboard. Instead, it has the sweet, musky odor of patchouli oil, a fragrance that was mixed with the album's vinyl at Madonna's request. Patchouli is an ancient scent made from an East Indian mint plant. It was a popular perfume back in the days of the Roman Empire, and it went through a resurgence in popularity during the late 1960s. It's a strong fragrance that's also used in rituals of witchcraft to put an end to things. And those who know Madonna say that by perfuming her album with patchouli, she's trying once and for all to put an end to the personal demons that have been haunting her lately. Whatever the reason, when it comes to her records, Madonna certainly has the sweet smell of success. With the number 1 song in the USA for the 3rd week in a row, here's Madonna with Like a Prayer.
Casey's Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem. Casey's Top 40 originates in Hollywood. And now we're up to the 2nd hit in our survey for a 31-year-old superstar from Michigan who didn't think she'd live past the age of 30. The star is Madonna, whose mother died of cancer when she was just 30 years old. Madonna was only 6 at the time, and as you might expect, the loss of her mother devastated the young girl. Throughout her whole life, she'd been haunted by it. 2 years ago, as Madonna began to approach her 30th birthday, she became obsessed with the idea that she wouldn't live any longer than her mother had. Madonna was sure she'd also die at the age of 30. So she began to prepare herself for death as best she could. She had a will drawn up so that all her favorite possessions would be distributed among her friends. And the document called for large sums of money to be given to various charities upon her demise. Then, with her will properly signed, Madonna turned her attention to her music. She had an album to record, and as far as she was concerned, it would be her last. So she decided that if the album was to be her last, it would also be her best. She would put everything she had into it. As much of a perfectionist as Madonna is, she became even more so while making this album. Many of the songs were highly personal, written to her father, mother, sisters, and brothers. She wrote and rewrote them dozens of times, and then recorded hundreds of takes. When it was all over with, she had managed to create Like a Prayer, the album that she had hoped would stand as her monument and her legacy. Well, as we all know, 31-year-old Madonna didn't die during her 30th year, and she's already recorded the follow-up to that album she thought would be her last. But Like a Prayer is still going strong. It's given Madonna 4 top 10 hits, including the song that's at number 30 this week on Casey's Top 40. Here's Madonna's heartfelt message about family unity. Keep it together.
1, 2, 3, hit it! Casey's Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem. We're counting down the most popular songs on this week's Pop Singles chart. Now we're up to the latest smash for Madonna, a superstar who exercises 6 hours every day and then puts on a 2-hour stage show. And what does she eat to give her all that energy? Well, it's not a diet filled with meat, fish, chicken, or cheese. Instead, Madonna sticks to a very strict vegetarian diet, a high-energy vegetarian regimen specifically designed by an Australian diet specialist named Peter Chaplin. He travels with her on tour and prepares her food for her. And what does he make? Well, for breakfast, Madonna has a meal of freshly squeezed fruit juice, fresh fruit, rice cakes, and a mixture of seeds and nuts. Then she goes for a 9-mile run and does an hour of exercise. Now she's ready for lunch. And that's usually a dish Peter Chaplin calls the athlete's answer, a mixture of bow tie noodles, basil, olive oil, vegetable stock, potatoes, soy sauce, nuts, and seeds, what he calls real training food. Then Madonna does her daily 3-hour dance workout. And for dinner, Peter Chaplin feeds her a dish he calls fitness noodles. Noodles stir-fried with carrots, celery, and peppers, and flavored with garlic, cashew nuts, and soy sauce. After dinner, it's off to the stage for a strenuous 2-hour show. And that's followed by Madonna's favorite snack, rice topped with apricot curry, a mixture of apricots, onions, carrots, parsnips, ginger, and lots of spicy curry powder. And that's a day in the life of Madonna, an energetic superstar who fuels her healthy lifestyle with a strict vegetarian diet. Now, here's one of the songs that fueled the rise of Madonna's latest smash album, I'm Breathless. On Casey's Top 40, this is Hanky Panky.
Casey's Top 40.
I'm Mark Elliott, sitting in for Casey Kasem. We're on our way to the #1 song in the USA. Now, we're up to the latest smash for a superstar who's been called the most influential fashion trendsetter in the world today. That was the title given to Madonna by the fashion editor of the Los Angeles Times. And there's plenty of evidence to prove it true. Just last year, Madonna appeared on the David Letterman show wearing a pair of worn jeans that she had cut off herself and then folded so there was a cuff just above her knee. It wasn't particularly trendy or anything like that. It was just a pair of worn jeans cut and folded into shorts. But the effect was incredible. Within days, shops across America were stocking pre-cut, folded jeans, just like Madonna had worn. And as quickly as they put them on their shelves, they sold out. Then the same thing happened all over again this year. Madonna was photographed going out on the town dressed in a white men's T-shirt, the type you buy at discount department stores. And sales of inexpensive white T-shirts to women rocketed. Then she was photographed wearing a hooded sweatshirt from a sporting goods store. And hooded sweatshirts began flying off the shelves. And when Madonna began to wear boxers sneakers, they became all the rage. Can one person really affect the way we dress that quickly? Well, according to the curator of costumes at the prestigious Fashion Institute of Technology, quote, Madonna has a profound influence on people who listen to her music and on the rest of the public as well. When she does something, thousands follow. The bottom line is, if you want to know what everyone will be wearing tomorrow, check out what Madonna is wearing today.
Casey's biggest hits.
A year ago this week, one of the biggest hits in the USA was Deeper and Deeper by a superstar who's producing a mini-series about her own life, starring herself as herself. In her lifetime of outlandish acts, this one is definitely way up at the top. One of her many projects that Madonna has undertaken through her Maverick production company is a mini-series called Madonna, The Early Years. Madonna's life before she became a star was pretty amazing, and Madonna plans to capture it all. But what's really astounding is that she's not going to look for a teenage look-alike. Madonna says that only Madonna can play Madonna, which is exactly what she's going to do. And it's certainly a role she knows better than anyone else. A year ago this week, Madonna had one of the biggest hits in the USA. Here's Deeper and Deeper.
Casey's Top 40.
I'm Casey Kasem with a special edition of Casey's Top 40, the top hits of 1997. Coming in at 61 is Madonna, who starred in two special roles in 1997 as a new mom to baby Lourdes and as Eva Perón in the film adaptation of the Broadway smash Evita.
The hits from coast to coast.
Now, it was back in 1991 that Madonna starred in a documentary film called Truth or Dare. 8 years later, the entrepreneurial Madonna is turning that revealing film into a TV game show. For the rockumentary, Madonna wanted a candid look at life on the road, and that's what she got. At the heart of the movie was a game that Madonna and her friends played called Truth or Dare. They had to tell a major secret. If they couldn't or wouldn't tell the secret, they were dared to perform a stunt. As you might expect, both the secrets and the stunts were daring and risque. Well, that was how Madonna began the decade. Now, at the end of it, she's turning that concept into a game show this fall for Fox TV. The show has two groups of 4 competing against each other, and once again, they have to reveal secrets or perform stunts to win points. You could probably describe it as Jeopardy with real Jeopardy. This week, Madonna dares to move up 2 notches to number 13 on American Top 40. These are the hottest hits by the hottest stars. Tumbling 8 notches to number 26 this week is a superstar who says her favorite sound is, quote, my daughter's voice when she wakes up and she's in a really sweet mood and says, hi, mommy, unquote. Here's proud mom Madonna with American Pie.
Alone